Image copyright FBGT Images Image caption The PM will address the House of Commons later for the first time since her Florence speech on Brexit. Theresa May will tell Parliament later that the UK can prove the doomsayers wrong when it comes to Brexit. The Prime Minister will say progress will not always be smooth, but add that she wants the best possible deal for both the UK and the EU. Her comments come as the fifth round of negotiations begin in Brussels later. It is the final set of talks before EU leaders meet to decide if enough progress has been made to talk about post-Brexit relations with the UK. In her first address to Parliament since she outlined her plans in Florence, Mrs May will describe the government's ambition for a new, deep and special partnership between a sovereign United Kingdom and a strong and successful European Union. Achieving that partnership will require leadership and flexibility, not just from us but from our friends, the 27 nations of the EU. And as we look forward to the next stage, the ball is in their court. But I am optimistic we will receive a positive response. The PM will reiterate the need for a spirit of friendship and cooperation in the talks, but say I believe we can seize the opportunities of this defining moment in the history of our nation. Summit deadlines Talks between UK negotiators and Brussels officials will be lower profile this week, with neither David Davis or his EU counterpart Michel Barnier attending the start. However, it will be the last time the two sides are scheduled to meet before an EU summit on the 19th of October. European Commission President Jean-Claude Juncker has said it will take miracles for the necessary progress to have been met before the summit, whilst the European Parliament made its voice heard with a non-binding motion saying that more needed to be done. Brexit Talks Round 5 by Adam Fleming, BBC News Brussels reporter Image copyright FBGT Images Around Brussels there is cautious optimism that agreement can be reached on how British judges might interact with the European Court of Justice and how the deal will be implemented. Chatter concerns whether the final arrangement on citizens' rights can be accorded a status in the UK similar to the European Communities Act, which gave EU rules supremacy over British law, a legal concept called direct effect. However, progress on a means of calculating the UK's financial obligations, the Brexit bill seems much less likely. The UK will continue to challenge the demands made by EU chief negotiator Michel Barnier. But the EU side is disappointed that specific British negotiating positions have not emerged after Theresa May's warm words in Florence a fortnight ago. After her speech in the House of Commons, Mrs May will meet with leading industry figures to try and reassure them about the Brexit process. Companies including Aston Martin, HSBC, Morgan Stanley and Vodafone will attend the meeting of the Business Advisory Council in Downing Street, alongside Chancellor Philip Hammond and Mr Davis. It comes after warnings from RBS Chairman Sir Howard Davies over the weekend that the damage to business in the City of London because of Brexit will be quite considerable over time.